Hello. Wanted to hop on, do an energy update. Thought I would share the new hair. Everything is purposeful, right? I've been feeling a little bit more fiery lately. We're moving into Leo season, and loyalty, ego, things like that play a huge role. Authenticity, things like that. But right now we're in Cancer season. Cancer brings up a lot of different things. And so, you know what? I have never not been transparent with y'all. And so I wanted to get on and just kind of share. I did a reading this morning and it told me that I need to stop being quiet and I need to share. And so, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then after I do this video, I'll watch it. And if I feel froggy enough to leap, I'm going to leap. Which I feel like I probably will. So, as I've said before, I've always been very controversial. I have never kept my mouth shut. Double Scorpio, Cancer moon. And I have been being quiet, and I don't want to be quiet anymore. Like, I am exhausted by it, and it's bullshit. And so this video may upset some people, but, you know, it is what it is. And this is who I am. And I know you've seen a lot of memes and stuff and me being on my soapbox. And let me just explain to y'all, like, why I've been on my soapbox. Hold on a second. There we go. Let me explain to you why I've been on my soapbox, okay? There's a lot of different things that have taken place recently, one thing after the other. And I won't go into super detail as to what that is, because I'm not going to put names out there, and I am not going to directly say, but it's kind of all went that direction. Like, they've all kind of flowed that direction, right? And so for me, I had to sit with whether I was the problem. I had to sit with what's wrong with me. I had to sit with different things like that, right? And I've done that pretty much all of my life. As we all do, like trying to fit, trying to stand out, trying to make people be supportive or make people like us or whatever, right? And that's some of my inner child stuff, but it's just a human thing. We want to be accepted, right? And as a business owner, I think as a business owner, you really do. You really want to be accepted. You really want to fit, right? And it's funny because, hold on a second, I'm going to change my music over here. It's funny because it'd be 9 years in October that I've been in business. At least 5 of them have been in the downtown community. At least 5 of them, okay? First time that I owned a business down here. We were different, and it was playing to the different crowd and everything, and so it was supported. And then obviously some of you are aware there was a falling out, and I chose to move on, and there was some people that took one side or the other. It is what it is. I don't want to go into all that drama and bullshit, even though Cancer would want to bring that in, but I felt like I needed to move on because a lot of things didn't align with who I was or how I felt, okay? So I moved on. I opened up, I got another location, and I opened up my other location, and yeah, and we thrived and we grew. Now, let me tell you that most of our network is not our hometown. Most of our network is outside of our hometown. The one thing that we bring to the city, I truly believe, to my city, is a uniqueness, difference. We are taboo, I guess, because people don't really understand, but we're taboo or we're different. You know, we've got the Buddhist flags and different things like that, right? This has always been a place of authenticity. This has always been a place for people to have no judgment. And I feel like the funny thing is that we just constantly get judged. Constantly. Like, it never stops. So, like, for me, I had to sit with that and kind of see where I'm at, you know, and once again, go inward and look at it, and that's part of my soul contract, so it is what it is. But I had to look inward, and I had to go, okay, am I the problem? Like, do I keep going? And we've had a lot of people that come in that their lives change, and there's a lot of things that take place, and that is just absolutely beautiful to see, whether it's one time of them walking in the store and just buying some of our plant medicine, or if it's a time of coming in and working with a massage therapist, or if it's a time coming in and working with me. It doesn't make any difference. But it seems to become more of a struggle and get harder. And over all of the years, I have always seen that there's certain businesses in the community that are not supported. There's certain ones that are staples down here, and they get blown out, and they get supported, and they get patted on the back, and they get all the things, right? But then there's some that don't. And it's not just me, there's other ones that don't. And it truly is, it hurts. It's upsetting, because you do all the things, you do your job, you try to be supportive of them, and you still don't get nowhere. And so I've had to sit with it, and really think about whether I wanted just to keep taking the hits, or whether I wanted to take the hits, or whether I wanted to do what I do best, and that is speak my truth. And we're coming up on Capricorn season. We're full moon in Capricorn, just starting to illuminate now into tomorrow, the 10th. And we're in Cancer Sun. So this is the perfect opportunity for me to share how hard it is to be a business in the community that I am in, and not have the support. And it's not because we haven't tried. I mean, we've tried to network, we have tried to play nice, we have tried to do everything we could, but because I ruffled some feathers and I upset some people, then we basically get ignored. And that person can say that we don't get ignored all they want, but I've watched it. See, that's what I do. I am a psychic. I can't do anything about that. I cannot stop that from being the case, nor will I ever stop that from being the case. Because in all of this, within the last, I'd say 3 months, before Heritage Days and things like that, a lot of things have went down, and there's been a lot of discrepancy, and then I was lied to, bold-faced lied to, not once, but twice. There's a lot of things that have went down, and my intuition just kept telling me, Skydon, you're not wrong. And it's not even about me being right. It's about my intuition. It is about my internal scope. And it's not wrong. And so I have chose to back off. I have chose to realign myself to my authenticity and who I am. And I will keep shining, and I will keep thriving on my own. I don't need any network to do that for me. I don't need any group to do that for me. In the 9 years we have done this, we've never had a group that has helped us. When we first opened, there was a group that definitely came down when we did the ribbon cutting and was supportive in the way of business being supportive, and it worked. Then there was the Downtown Business Association that we tried to be a part of, and then we slowly saw that there was cliques, and we saw that it was, what most human things are, which is basically cliques. If you fit, you fit. If you don't, you don't. There is no trying to make you fit, even though that's the funny thing, is that most of these networks try to say they want everybody to fit, and they want all demographics welcome, which they don't. They don't. If you piss off one person who runs that, then you get demonetized. You get shadow banned. You get left out. And I think at this point, I figured it out. And I'm okay with it. And so I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to keep doing what I've done for those 9 years in this building here, hopefully for another 5 or 10. And I'm just going to keep going, because whether it's here in this space, or whether it's out by a tree, or whether it's at the park, Spirit accepts me for who I am. Spirit accepts me for what I am. In fact, it's the gift that I've been given to take the hits, to have the backbone, to have the shoulders. So message for you guys, right? Like, this is my transparency. This is who I am. You know, the biggest one recently is that certain business I was going to collab with, and they backed off because of somebody probably talking to them or telling them, hey, you really need to be careful who you network with, and you need to stay away from them because a lot of the community doesn't support it. A lot of the community will shadow ban you, will not talk to you, will demonetize you, will do all the things so that you don't make money. And that's honestly sad, because that's not what this is supposed to be. In fact, as far as I knew, what is toted is that we are all supposed to be down here doing the same thing, and we all are supposed to be making money, and we all supposed to be doing something to support the community. And like I said, this is not just my business. This is not just my business. There's a couple other businesses that are treated exactly the same way. Exactly the same way. So this is the energy we're in, guys. Like, I have always been transparent with you with everything that I went through with my other location. I shared my story to the degree that I could. I had a YouTube page, and I posted things on there with a certain newspaper group. Like, there was a contest that was rigged, and I think if you remember right, I posted about that and I called it out. That person called me, contacted me, told me to remove the YouTube page or the YouTube video. I didn't do it, and I won't do it, because I am a transparent person. And I'll say that over and over and over again, because I wish people were more transparent. I wish people would be honest. I wish people would just contact me and be like, hey, I don't like you. Oh, okay, cool. Don't lie to me. Just don't. It's exhausting. It's irritating. It happens more than not with so many different people, and not just me, but as a whole in our life. And things would move so much easier, and communication would be so much more open if we didn't lie to each other. And so that is the one thing that I have never done, and I've bit my tongue and I've kept my mouth shut, but I'm done. I'm so done doing that. We've already been shadow banned. We'd already been demonized. We've already had all the different things happen to us. And, you know, it's funny, when we first opened, like, we were somewhat supported, and then slowly it's just kind of fizzled out and it's kind of tapered off. But we still keep thriving and we keep growing. So, I mean, we're going to keep doing that, because it's not about the building. It's not about the things we have in the building. It's about SWA. It's about Spirit leading me to do this work. It's about Spirit showing me that this is who I am and this is what I'm supposed to do. And I don't care what church, I don't care what person, I don't care what brainwashed system decides to try and do something with that or tries to upset us. Is it going to hurt me? It is. Absolutely. Why is it going to hurt me? Because I'm fucking human. Excuse my language. I'm human. I am a human being. Inside, I am a spiritual being inside of a human body, right? Spiritual being living a human experience. And sometimes that human experience has to ground us. It has to give us life lessons. It has to show us different things. That's Cancerian season, folks. What I am dealing with right now is Cancerian season. It is, and then the fact that it's in Capricorn makes 100% 100% sense. Excuse me. Thank you. 100% sense as to why I'm going through this, why these different things are coming up. Because it's been leading to this. It's been building to this. You know how many people were down here for our festival and would walk the other direction? You know that when I go to the grocery store, some people will walk in a different aisle because they don't want to be anywhere around me. Those are and I'm not playing the victim. I'm just sharing the truth. That's not me being the victim. That's sharing my story with you to help you understand. I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. I don't want anybody to contact me and blow up my phone. I don't want any of that, even though that's usually what people say, well, I don't want these things, but I really do want the attention. No, I don't. I've just kept my mouth shut so long, and it festers and it burns and it hurts, and I'm not going to do it no more. This is what people come to me for, is for me to show them the truth, for me to tell them, how do you fix your life? You do it, but here's the tools that you need to do it. And I've got plenty of reviews on my website And I've got plenty of people that would tell you, including some of those people that have backed off from us when I have helped their families and when I have done things for them. And they don't support us because of a indoctrination that tells them they can't, tells them they shouldn't. And it is what it is. It's your journey. This is my journey. And I just felt like I needed to share this because I think a lot of you, as I always go through, you go through. And so for me, that's the one thing that has always helped us build our practice and helped us build our business and helped us build our demographic is that I've always been 100% transparent. From the police brutality that went on in 2018, 2019, around 2018, 2019, to the vid, to the YAB, to organized religion, like it doesn't make any difference. I have always been the one that has done these videos and said and spoke my truth because that is what living in our authenticity and the concept of ascension is that we share. We don't do something behind somebody's back and then look at them in the face and bold-faced lie to them because that is not ascension. That is low frequency. Ascension is being able to look at that person and say, you know what, these are things that I don't like, or these are things that I have an issue with. How do we fix it? How do we work this out? I'm very well aware that some of those things come from their wound, their trauma, their trigger. And so I have kept my mouth shut and I've been quiet and I've tried to walk the line. Skydon doesn't keep her mouth quiet and she doesn't walk the line. She never has. And she's not going to do it anymore. I'm going to stay on my corner. I'm going to mind my business. And I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to mind my business. I'm going to take care of my customers and my clients. That's it. I'm not going to network anymore. I'm not going to try and play nice with anybody. I'm just going to take care of my family, take care of me. And that's what I'm going to do. And for some of you, that's a message for you, whether it be in business, whether it be in relationship. Right now, Cancerian season is for you to take care of you. Whether that be go get a pedicure, whether that be sit and pet your cat, whether that be go on a cruise, whether that be sit on the beach and have your feet in the sand, whatever that is to you, this is Cancerian season. This is us looking at things and going, okay, have I been taking care of me? Have I been taking care of the things that I love? Now see, for me, because I've been so hell-bent on being accepted, and because I've been so hell-bent on being supported by people that don't want to support me and don't give two shits about me, I've lost my way. But no worries. I found it again. As the phoenix rises, which is probably why Spirit had me color my hair this color. I've not had my hair this bright in years. But Spirit needed to light a fire into my ass, or apparently in my crown. It needed to light a fire in my crown and in my spirituality for me to feel and know who I am. Our community can take that away. Our community and just human beings as a whole, collective as a whole, can take that from you. Don't ever let somebody, some system take that from you, because that's the one thing that you take with you when you die. Your authenticity, your integrity, who you are. And most people have no flipping clue. Most people have no idea on a soul level who they are. And those that do, and you know I'm talking to you, those that I'm really good friends with, those of us that aspire to do better, we know who we are. And if we don't, we're learning. We're on the path of learning who we are. When you do lower vibrational shit to people, like shadow ban them, don't talk to them, don't involve them in posts, when you are a said group of businesses that are trying to thrive, then that's a problem. Then you're in a low frequency. And once again, like I said, this is not calling out anybody. This is just stating a fact. I am a realist. And I am so exhausted and tired of trying to keep up, trying to set on the ledge, trying to be on the pedestal that everybody wants us to be on. When it's hard to get there because some people won't even give you the time of day or allow you to get there. Because they won't let you be an equal. I don't need to be. I don't need to be an equal. I will keep doing what I've done in the 20 some years that I've done it. Actually, more than that, I'll be 45 this year. I will keep striving and thriving and growing and helping those less fortunate as much as I can, whether I do it through whatever approach I do it through and whether people accept it or not. Because guess what? There's people that feel exactly like I do today. There's people that don't feel accepted. But the thing is, they never were meant to be. They were never meant to be accepted. On occasion, you may be accepted for a little bit, but there's always some foolish gain involved in it on the other side. Some people, I wouldn't say all, I have my network, I have my people, and I absolutely, truly, genuinely love every single one of you who have sat with us and who have went through every single thing possible with us in the 9 years coming up. To those who believed in me and went out with me to the park, let me come to their house, and we worked together, and I still work with, thank you. Like, you have no idea how much that makes me get up every day, and that makes me move on. That makes me keep doing the things for you guys that you love. That helps me keep being genuine and authentic in myself. And it also helps me teach my lineage. It teaches my babies, my daughter, my son, who have that attitude of either accept me or don't. I really don't give a shit. But there's always those times that we will go back, because that child of us that wanted to be accepted in middle school or high school or elementary school, you think that shit changes. You really do. You really think that as you become an adult, that we become mature enough to be able to support one another and to be each other's crutch, because life is just fucking difficult. But there's still people that have not changed from that time. There's still people out there that still choose to demonize and shadow ban and make them be the last one. Like, legit, you know when you're in gym class, and you guys will be able to relate to this. This is how I feel right now. You're in gym class and you're choosing people, like you're playing, I don't know, like, I can't even remember the games that we used to play in gym class, but you know, like, and we've all done it. You can say you didn't, but I know damn well we all did it, because we all had those traits when we were younger, because we all wanted to be accepted and we wanted to be part of the in crowd, like the jocks, the nerds, you know, like, I think for us, when in my age group, and I'll age myself here, but it was like the jocks and it was the outcasts. There really wasn't no in between. There's many in betweens now of different groups of kids. I can't even imagine what they deal with on a regular basis. Why my kids are not in public school. But like for us, it was the jocks and the outcasts, right? And I think you had your nerds too. And the nerds and the outcasts would kind of get together and they would be okay with one another because we had something in common. But then the jocks were the cool ones, right? The cheerleaders and the football players and the cool people and everything, right? But anyways, like, I'm showing a little bit more transparency there in that. But I wasn't even accepted then. I didn't even fit then. But when you were in gym class, like, you'd be the last one that was chose because you were overweight or because you weren't one of the cool kids or whatever. Like, that's literally what the F I feel like right now. And it doesn't matter if anybody hits me up and tells me, oh, that's not the case and we don't feel that way and everything's okay and let's get together and have a meeting. It doesn't matter. No, I don't want no part of it anymore. I've given many, many chances to be accepted, and Spirit is telling me I don't need to be. Spirit is telling me you keep going and you keep striving and you keep moving and you keep doing what we have asked you to do. And I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep moving forward, and I'm going to keep doing what I am meant to do. Wherever it is that I need to land. I will rebuild. I will regrow. Because I'm Scorpio, double Scorpio energy. We're the Phoenix rising, man. We rise from the ashes every freaking time. We have to sit with it once in a while, but we rise. And when we rise, we get stronger and we get more bright and we get more empowered. And that's something that nobody, no matter who shadow bans us or who talks shit about us behind our back or who doesn't add us to any network, like, you'll never take that away. Ever. And that is what keeps us going. That's what gets those people who don't have light to come in this building, and we help them build it. We help them get there. Because there is no judgment. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care what you think. I'll sit with you and I will listen to you and I'll be fully transparent with you. If I think you're messing up, I'll tell you. If I think that you have capability that you're not addressing or you're not accessing, I'm going to tell you. If I think that you should leave your marriage, I'm going to tell you. Well, I'm not going to tell you. We are going to tell you. I'm just the vessel. Spirit leads me to give these messages, including this one. Because even if it's my story and even if it is my transparency, it's going to hit somebody. Heck, it may even hit those people that decided to hurt me. It may hit those people that decided to harm me. It's planting the seed. And that's what I've always done. That's my job. That's my job, is to plant the seed. This isn't just a business, folks. SWA has never been just a business. It's bigger than that. Way, way bigger than that. The things that we have done, the lives that we have touched that I never meant to, they just gradually walk in and we start talking, and then it grows. The relationships and the friendships and gosh, like all the different things that have grown in those 9 years that have fell apart or have grown. There's a message in all those different things. That's where I'm at. So side note, hope you watched this video up to this point. If you didn't, my apologies. If you shut it off, great. Like I said, if you decide to reach out to me and try and contact me, it ain't. I don't want nothing to do with it. I need some time to set with spirit, and I need to reconfigure. We're adding plants into the store, and I'm very, very, very happy about that. I love it. I love to see people buy them. I love to take care of them because they're authentic. They're not trying to hide anything. They're vulnerable. They're not trying to hide anything. They just are who they are, and they grow and they blossom and they become beautiful just how they are. That's where I'm at, folks. That's where I'm at. I am going to realign. And every single time I realign, something bigger happens and I grow bigger. And I don't grow bigger. Like my heart, my soul realigns, reconfigures, and aligns back to who it is. And I could not feel more in alignment with myself than I have in the last few years. There's always growth if you try. And this is what this is. And with this full moon coming up, this is illuminating this for me. It's illuminating my vulnerability and the fact that I am never going to be accepted as a person or as a business. It don't make a difference, and I'm okay with that because that's what the moon is showing for me. That's what spirit is guiding me and showing me. This is what we do. And I'm okay with it. So, Sun in Cancer today. Moon is moving into, and if it's not fully illuminated yet, it moves into, strike that, hold on. Yeah, Capricorn. Haha. So Sun in Cancer, Moon in Capricorn. We stay in this energy. We have a Mercury retrograde coming up on like the 11th or 12th. You have the Lionsgate portal, Sirius, and the Sun full in alignment with one another. You'll be able to look into the sky and see that on the 14th. We have Jupiter that is doing some crazy stuff right now that has to do with abundance and luck. I think Jupiter's moving into Cancer. So Cancer energy, if you're on it, keep being on it. You will rise, you will grow. For me, with Jupiter being in Cancer, the abundance that I am gaining is the truth. Jupiter moving into Cancer is showing me in my moon, in the hidden things, in the things that are the unknown. It's illuminating that for me, and it's showing me where I move and the things that I need to work on in me, which I am sharing with you right now. This is why knowing your birth chart and being a friend to astrology is very, very, very good for us. Because it helps navigate us and it helps show us the way. Okay. What else? There was a couple other things that are going on too. This full moon has got to do with our physical world. Capricorn energy has to do with contracts. It has to do with balance. It has to deal with being bound, feeling like you're bound to something, feeling like you're tied to something, feeling like you, it's materialistic. It's the material world. It is feeling like you got to walk the line, feeling like you need to have organization and you need to have things in order and things like that. So with Cancer, or I'm sorry, with the moon, full moon being in Capricorn, contracts, things that maybe we're thinking about doing, make sure that you're being careful with those. Like I said, Mercury goes retrograde soon, and we need to make sure that things are taken care of. There's no miscommunication, no discrepancy. That's why I'm doing the video today, and I'm launching it because, one, the full moon that's illuminating this is very big. And then also the fact that we're getting ready to move into Leo season, and we'll have the Lion's Gate. And this energy right now, Cancerian season, is about self. It is about self-worth. It is about self-care. It is about nurturing and taking care of those things that we love, whether it be our business, whether it be our family, whether it be us, whether it be a hobby. Those are the things that Cancerian season has to do with. It's kind of like, and it's funny that it falls where it falls, but Cancerian season has a lot to do with taking a much needed break. But also understand that this this Capricorn full moon has a lot to do with looking at things and seeing whether you are putting enough in. If you're not putting enough into your work, then maybe you need to do that. Maybe there's certain things you need to work on in order for you to get there. But then again, for a lot of people, maybe you've been overworking yourself and you just need a rest. You need to take a break. You need to hermit, back off a little bit, which is Virgo and Cancer. You need to hermit, back off a little bit so that you can get the illumination that you need. If you've ever seen the Hermit card, yes, I'm a huge fan of tarot. I didn't used to be. I 100% am now because I have a respect for it and I know how to use it in an intentional and great, healthy way. I will do a video eventually on it, but literally the Bible is told through tarot. I know, crazy, but it's the truth. If you lay all the cards out, you can literally tell the story of Jesus in those cards. And I've been talking about doing a video on it, and I just have not because, once again, recluse, bring myself back inward because I don't want to step on toes, because I don't want to upset anybody, because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. What about my feelings? When do my feelings matter? I'm tired of it. I'm exhausted by it. Cancer season is showing me that, and I'm okay with it. And I'm standing in my integrity today and saying I'm okay with this. So, man, thank you guys for letting me share. I feel 10 times better. Better. Throat chakra, super clear. Crown chakra, super clear. Clarity, full focus, on the way. All right, guys. Thank you so much for letting me share. I love you guys. Whoever it is that watches this, even if you don't like it and you watch it and it helps you in some way, please. Like I see like 200 people view my videos and then only 1 or 2 or 3 people like it. I don't really give a shit if you like my posts. I get to see whether you watched it or not, and if you watched it and only watched 5 minutes of it, you still got what you needed from my video. Whatever that is, you got it. So, like I said, no victimism here. I don't play the victim, and if I do, it's not very long. Cancer season, and Cancers can play the victim, but if you're really good about it, depending on where your placements are on your chart, like it lets you go in deep, it lets you figure it out, but then you get on top of the horse and you get back on and you ride. So, once again, love you guys. Have a great and blessed day. I'm out this weekend. Excuse me. Woo. I'm out this weekend, so the store will be open 11 to 3. My daughter will be in here on Friday, so if anybody's been wanting to see her, you come in and see her. Her hair looks super, super cute. We just did it, and she did it again yesterday, so it looks phenomenal. She's going through some stuff too right now, and she's going to find her way, and she's going to be strong. But if you want to come in and hang out with her, talk to her, have some tea, whatever, like she'll be here from 11 to 3 Friday. Vicky's in here Thursday for us. I'm coming in for a little bit for drop-off for Blue Waters Apothecary to drop off product to us again. Restock us. We'll have new bag bombs, the Dreamy that everybody loves, all the things. And I think she's even going to bring in some new things too. And then, yeah. So, all right, guys. Love you. Have a great day.